What brought you back to Mumbai?
I think I was always going to live most of my life in India. I don't think I ever wanted to live most of my life in America. And I'm not looking to live my life in America either. Or I do like living in India most of my time and spending a lot of time out of the country as well, like whether you're traveling or holidaying. But it is the place I grew up in. It is the place that I am important in. It is the place I belong. And you have to remember, as an Indian in America, you will always be an Indian in America. You're an Indian first and then everything else. Whereas in India, I am Orry first. He's that cool friend. Like, oh, he's that friend. Oh, Orry's coming. Whereas in India, it's like, oh, that Indian guy in the group, or that Indian guy in the office. Or you know what I mean?
Has it been difficult to become yourself with all the noise of, I know you love the paparazzi, but behind the snapping of the photographs and all of that, is Ori happy or is he sometimes sorry?
The other day, my friend asked me a question. She was like, I'm dating this guy, and he told me, like, I love waking up happy every morning. And she said this to me really seriously. And she's like, do you wake up happy every
Of
morning?
course you
Like,
do.
how can you say, like, I wake up happy every morning? Isn't that weird? And I was like, looking at my friend, I was like, you live in a mansion. You don't have a job. You have everything at your fingertips. What do you mean you're asking a question like, isn't it weird that he said I wake up happy every morning? It's like, I wake up happy every morning. I wake up content as can be. And I was talking, I was like, are you okay? Like, should I be worried? Like, who doesn't wake up happy every morning? The next morning I woke up and I wake up really early sometimes. So I woke up at like 9 and I was like, oh, I can get in another half hour sleep. But I was like, no, I am happy to be awake. And so I won't go back to sleep because I am so happy to be awake and to be alive and to be part of my reality that I don't want to go back to sleep and escape my reality in my surreality, which is my dreams. No, I'm happy to be awake. I'm happy to like arrange my stuffed toys on my bed. I'm happy to go brush my teeth. I'm happy to Google myself and I'm happy to start my day. Like, I am very happy. I am very content. And yes, that is me.
Do you get time to read, write, sing, dance alone?
I've said this before. I've said this many times. I read every day. I spend the whole day reading. I'm always reading.
What kind of stuff do you read?
The comments on my Instagram.
And
no, it's a lot.
And you get a lot, yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I read.
And the emotions are all kinds.
I read every single comment.
And you reply to people.
And I reply. So when
Yeah,
you said
that's
you
what I
write,
find
I do. I
amazing.
write the replies. And
you're doing it yourself.
I'm doing it myself. And I like everything I see. So people say, oh, did he like this rude comment? Like, how could he like it? I was like, no.
Acknowledgement.
It's acknowledgement. It's not that I liked it. It's not like, love you. It's, Orry was here. Orry has read it. You have been acknowledged. Next one.
So where did you get this discipline? Who taught you to be this gracious person?
What do we all want? To be seen and to be heard.
But people want to be seen and heard. They don't do it for the other. You are doing it for the other. Where did you get that from?
Treat others as you would yourself, Suvir.
You're so biblical, huh?
Whatever that is. But yes, like, treat others as you would yourself. If I commented, like, I comment on, you will see me on random reels. People like catch me and they're like, why are you commenting? And they're like, Orry, what are you doing here? And like random people's photos and reels. And I'm just commenting. And I hope that they see my comment. They do because I'm famous. But they do see it. And I like that. I like to feel seen and heard and acknowledged.
And you do that for
and
others.
So I do that for others. Actually, I do it for myself. Because I know by doing it for others, others will do it for me.
You. It comes back.
This is not charity. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for me.
So is it fair for people to call you the, you're going to kick me here, call you the...
They do call me Orry of the people. They do call me that. Is that what you were going to ask?
No, they call you the Shalini Passi of Bombay.
Shalini and I are really good friends. And we're actually, people don't know this about Shalini and I. We're actually birthday twins. We were born on the same day. So, of course, naturally...
And charitable twins. And happy twins. The thing is the energy. A lot of it is very...
now... I don't know about all of that because Shalini is the kind of person who goes to Tirupati every week and shaves her head bald.
And she shares the prasad with people.
She does. So that way we are different, but there are certain things about us that are very similar.
Positive.
Yeah, of course, she was born like 30 years before me, but yet on the same day. No, I'm not insulting her. Me and her, she made the joke. I was like, Shalini, we're born on the same day. And she's like, yeah, except I was 30 years ago. And I was like, you said it, babe. You said it. But no, I love Shalini and we have been friends prior to both of us being public figures.
Is there something that you are going to show us and wow us with? You're cooking up in your head?
No.
You live as the moments come?
Things just happen, Suvir.
They do.
Things just happen. The thing is, one, people underestimate how much I work for things to happen.
Oh,
But
I've seen you work. You're
but
working nonstop.
but things just happen. So I don't really plan like what's next, what's going to come next. But I know something is going to come, and I'm working towards that something. I don't have famous parents. I'm not an industry kid. People don't realize that. I don't want to say, oh, I'm an outsider, because like I just don't like that
After
word.
all, to Montreux, you can't be.
So that's what, but like in this industry, on the space of public speaking, on the place of being a public figure, I mean, in this context, right? Um, there are many rich kids. There are many people from South Bombay. There are many industrialist children. Like, not all of them become famous. There are many kids.
They're not
People on
you. They're not daring enough.
but so that's what I'm saying, right? So it's not like, oh, you're an Altamount Road kid, so you're not an outsider. No, it's still hard. But how do I say this? I don't want to say, oh, I'm an outsider, but I don't have that lineage in my family. So I do work very hard for the public platform that I've received. People don't see that struggle. Also, I don't show the struggle because I grew up in a way where you're not supposed to show your struggle. You're not supposed to show it. You're supposed to show the grandeur of it all. You're not. Maybe today things have changed and people like that authenticity and think like we want to see that fight. We want to see that struggle. But I grew up in a world where you're not supposed to show that, you sat on the floor making your outfit. You're just supposed to show the amazing outfit you wore when you went out and let it look like it was something expensive. So I don't like to show that hustle. That being said, I do work very hard. Sometimes I feel as a self-made Nepo kid, people really underestimate the amount of work I put in to have the platform that I have.
What are your comments on Uorfi when you said
I
sit
love
down?
Uorfi.
You said you sit down and do the. What an
Uorfi and I are really
incredible,
good
what an
friends.
incredible woman.
Yeah. And I was friends with Uorfi before she even became famous. I was friends with Uorfi at a time where people would message me saying, okay, if you hung out with her, that's fine, but don't post with her. And I was like, if I hang out with someone, they're entitled to a post. Because if I hang out with you for more than 10 seconds, you are entitled to being in my Instagram story.
I'll be on your post.
I think you already have been. But if you hung out with me for 10 seconds, the bar is very low.
What a strong woman she is.
She's
And
an
talk
amazing.
about beautiful skin.
Yeah, she is amazing. And I think what Uorfi has achieved, with a lot of people being against her in the beginning and now those same people loving her, but also shows you how fickle-minded people can be, One day they can love you and one day they can hate you and they can love you again.
And have you felt it? This love and hate
And
from people?
I mean, I feel it every day. But as
Yeah?
long as people are feeling things,
I see the same
as long
thing.
as people
As long
are
as they're feeling something,
as
you've
long
done
as they're
something right.
feeling something,
You don't
I'm-
get broken by the bad
You
energy.
see, as in, I'm not an actor, right? But
You're not?
no, I'm not an actor. I don't act really, but yet I'm a public figure of some sorts, right? So Lindsay Lohan once told me, and she was like, as an actor, you're not just an actor, you're a full-time entertainer. So while you're entertaining through a movie, even when the movie's over, because she was in so many scandals, she's like, as long as you're in the scandals, you're in the news, and people are talking about you, whether hating you or loving you, you're doing your job of being an entertainer, and we strive to be an entertainer. So end of day, I don't mind if you're loving me, if you're hating me, as long as you're something in me.
You're sparking something out of it.
Right? So I don't mind. I don't care, because like Lindsay Lohan said, the point is to be an entertainer. And like the great American professor Britney Spears once said, there are only two types of people in the world, the ones who entertain and the ones that observe. And which one would you like to be? Well, hell, I ain't spending my day observing other people.